Hello everyone, I'm Maurice Moneni. In today's session, we are going to discuss how to find the regression equations using the two variables. With me here, I have the example of two variables, that is x and y variable, where the x is represented by the advertisement cost, while the y is represented by the sales revenue cost. And for me to be able to get the regression cost, I know that my regression cost will always be given by say y is equals to a plus b x. And in this scenario, we have our b being the slope of the equation and a being the y-intercept. So, and you know that to get the value of a, we say that a will be given by the summation of y divided by n, then we subtract b summation of x divided by n. You can simply decide to put the n under one LCM, but even if you sprint like that, there is no any harm, because at the end of the day, if you go to how to put them, you'll put them under one LCM, which is the LCM of n, and n is n. And then we also know that to get the value of b is given by n, where n is the observation, summation of xy, and divided by n, summation of x squared. Then all this we subtract here, and the numerator, that's the summation of x multiplied by the summation of y, and then minus here in the denominator, that is summation of x, and this is squared, So for us to be able to get those values, we need first of all to get the column of x squared here, and for me to get the column of x squared, I just take the values on x and then I square them. So 21 squared, this one gives me the value of 441, and then 28 squared gives me the value of 784 squared, and then the value of 22 squared, this one is equivalent to 484, and then I have the value of 30 squared, this one gives me the value of 900, and then I have 26 squared, this one gives me 676, and then I have 25 squared, this one gives me the value of 625. So now the next thing that I need to get, I also need to get the totals here. So I need to get the summation of x first here. Summation of x means I add 21 added to 28 plus 22 plus 30 plus 26 plus 25, and this one gives me 152. And then I also need to add the values of y. So here I need to get the summation of y, which is equals to, I add 136 plus 158 plus 145 plus 162 plus 149 plus 150 plus 150, and this one gives me a value of 900. Then I also need to get the summation of x squared, and this one gives me, if I add 441, 784, 484, 900, 776, and 625, I get 3910 here. And then the next column that I need to get the value of is the y squared column here. So I need to get 136 squared. This one I'll get is 18,496. And then if I get the 158 squared, this one is equivalent to 24,964. 4,964. And then I also had square 145. I get 21,125. And then I also square 162. I get this one is 26 squared 244. And then I also square 149, and this one I get 22,201. And then 150 squared, this one is 22,500. So the next thing is for me to get this summation, the summation of y squared, and this one, if I sum this, I get the summation of the y squared. This one, the summation of the y squared being let me do it using my calculator so that I can be able to know exact value of these. So if I add these, I get it to be 354 354 354. So if we add 18, 24, 21, 26, 25, and that we get 384 31. And then the next thing that we need to get is the value of, we need to get the value of xy, so meaning that we take 21, we multiply to 136, and this one we get it being 2,856. So we have 2,856, and then we have 28 multiplied by 158, we get 24. And then we have 22 multiplied by 145, we get 3,190. And then the other one, we get 30 multiplied by 162, we get 4,860. And then 26 multiplied by 149, we get 3,874. And then 25 multiplied by 150, we get 3,750. So if we sum these, we get the sum of xy being 22,954. So for us now, we can be able to calculate the equation of this by, first of all, for us to be able to calculate the slope, the y-intercept, or the value of a, we need first of all to calculate the value of b. And we know for us to calculate the value of b here, our b will be given by the number of observation. For our case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 observations that were made on this. So multiply by the summation of y, which we have seen as 954. And then we subtract the summation of x, which was 152, and this we multiply with the summation of y, which was 900. It was 900. All these we divide by the summation, that is the n, which is 6, multiplied by the summation of x squared, multiplied by the summation of x squared, which was 3910. Then we subtract the summation of x squared, so this one is 152. Then we square it, and when we work out these, we get the value of our b being equivalent to 2.5955 approximate. So now with that we can be able to apply and get the value of a, because we know that our a will be given by the summation of y divided by n, then minus the summation minus b, the summation of x, and divided by n. So to apply this in our formula, we have a being our value of the summation of y is equivalent to 900. So we have this one being 900 divided by 6. Then we subtract the value of negative 2.5955 multiplied by the summation of x, which was 152, and then all these we divide by the value of n, which is 6. So in our case here, we are going to get the value of a equivalent to 84.2475. So those are the values of our x in our y-intercept and the slope of the equation. So the next we need to get is the equation now, and then we can approximate the profit now, or the sales. We give the sales when the advertisement cost, or the value of x, is equals to 30,000. So in this case, our equation now becomes our y is equals to, remember we have gotten the value of a being 84.2473, then plus now we have the value of b, which was 2.5955 approximately, and then multiply by x. So that is the regression equation. So now we can be able to approximate the value, the total revenue, when the advertisement cost is equivalent to 30,000. So what we need is to substitute where we have x with 30. So now for us to be able to get that value, we just say that the revenue cost will be equivalent to 84.2473 added to 2.5955. Then here we multiply by 30. Now we multiply by 30, and when we work out all these, we get that our value of y, our total revenue, becomes 77,000 949.24 473. And remember, we were given in our table the cost in thousands, so we need to multiply here the final answer with 1,000, so that we get our final answer being, we move our decimal place 3 places, so we have 1 2 3. So at the end of the day, we are going to have 7 7 9 4 9 2 4 7.3. So that is equivalent to 77,949,247 Kenyan shillings. So that is how you can get the regression equation and use it to approximate the value of the cost when we have the regression equation. And that brings us to the end of our session. I was your trainer Maurice Moneni. You have found this video of great impact to you. Please consider subscribing, like and share it so that it can reach more. Thank you.